Hey y'all, welcome back to Intrusive Thoughts. I think today I want to talk about someone who really affected me emotionally. And honestly, I've been debating how personal I wanted to get with my voice memos, seeing the fact that I may have the courage to post them one day. But I figured if I'm going to do this, I want to do it the right way. And I want to be honest because I would prefer to be honest. Now, my situation, I may not name the direct names. If any of my friends listening, they've been through these experiences with me, so they know. But there was somebody in my life. We're gonna call him Mario, and I think that situation with Mario taught me a lot about attachment, um, emotional inconsistency, and honestly, myself. I think sometimes we meet people and we don't really realize how much emotional space they start taking up until things begin to shift. And with me and Mario, it was it was steady because he applied the pressure. Like he wanted to pursue me. He love bombed me. He emotionally fucked with me. But whatever. Um But yeah, with me, once I emotionally care about somebody, I start to pay attention to everything. So because Mario and I was rocking heavy, like I just really started being a little bit more observant, watching the energy changes, the communication changes, like the tone, like all that. Going from how you set the tone to how things went previously over months, like come on now. And even if somebody says, nothing is wrong, sometimes you can feel the distance growing because trust me, I asked him several times, and I don't know why do people downplay how they feel or what they want instead of just living in their truth. But we'll talk about that. um but I think what hurt me the most about the situation wasn't even about what happened between us. It was how deeply I internalized it. um I would overthink constantly with this man. Like, wonder if I'm asking for too much emotionally, just not feeling safe and secure. But you would think I would be because of the way Mario approached me and the tone that he set, you know. And I just felt like I was spending a lot of time trying to understand him, you know, and he probably was not even thinking as deeply as I was. And that right there is also exhausting emotionally, you know. It's always good to get people who are self aware and emotionally intuitive. And these days, it's hard to get that, you know. One of the hardest things for me has been trying to find the balance between expressing how I feel and not wanting to come off like I'm attacking someone or being too emotional. Because sometimes I really want, sometimes all I really want sometimes is reassurance, clarity, and consistency. Like, is that a lot to ask for? Like, what are we asking for from people nowadays? Not perfection. I don't want you to be perfect, you know? And I'm not innocent either. Like I spoke before, I'm not perfect. I know I could overthink. I know my emotions can spiral when I deeply care. Um, but I started to realize that with the situation with Mario, I was ignoring my own emotional patterns. I think that experience with him forced me to look at myself differently. Like turn me up, like turn that purple emoji demon in me or something. I don't know. But it made me feel like, why do I keep on losing myself emotionally, trying to hold on to people? Like, what is wrong with me? Like, that's the question I'm sitting with right now. Like, why, Brittany? Why? And honestly, maybe this voice memos or this podcast that I'm thinking about starting is a part of me trying to heal that in real time instead of pretending I'm unaffected. I don't hate Mario. I don't even think this episode is about blaming him specifically. He know the part that he played in my emotional unstableness. When people do you wrong, they always double back, try to take accountability. But me, I'm not a double back type of person. You do me wrong, baby, hold on strong, because it's over with. Okay? Okay. But I just think some people become mirrors for the parts of ourselves, we still need to work through emotionally. And I feel like Mario was a mirror for me. That was what he was for me. I needed to see that in real time, because I know that I'm working towards something. And when he met me, I was in a space of growth. I was in a space of openness. I can say that. I've never been judgmental. I'm always understanding. So, and I figure he figured that out. But yeah, I'm gonna try to be a little bit more personable. I don't care about being judged. I'm human. And I'm saying the things and speaking on things that most women wouldn't even want to speak on because of the ego and the image we try to portray. I don't care about an image. If you know me, you know that. But again, maybe the goal isn't to stop having intrusive thoughts. Maybe it's just learning how to not let them control me.